This is a video about the basic anatomy of a Pebble Pad window, or what you might call a pad, what used to be the old pad in Pebble Pad. So to just give a sort of basic introduction of what a basic window might look like, if you go to Add New and go to Post, this is probably one of the most simplest windows that you can get up in Pebble Plus, and I'll just go through some of the elements of it. At the top you can see that if you drag the top image you can change the look, and you can also add your own customised banners to the top of here, and we'll talk about that in more detail later. The little pen symbol here means that you're currently editing this asset, which means you can actually type things in to the boxes or do whatever you can actually do within the particular element that you're using. If you click on preview, which is this eye icon, you'll see what it looks like outside of the editing. You know, you can't see the boxes for input, you can just see what's inside there. And if you click this full screen preview, you're able to see what it actually looks like as a web page. At the moment it's very simple for me because I've got nothing inside it, but that's probably the most simplest you can get. This here will close obviously, and sometimes there's actually a save icon as well, so you can save the bit of work that you've been working on. So maybe if you go back to edit, you've actually got the save icon there, so you're able to put something in and then you'll be able to save it, and that will put it into the asset store here. So now there's one called test in my asset store. Other things about a general window is that there's an information box, and that will tell you who made it when it was created, and there are some other options here that you can explore. Also, most of the windows have a comments element to them, and so you would be able to leave a comment about other people's work or put comments on your own work. So I'll type a comment in here and press submit, and I'll leave a comment on that bit that I've done there. Other options are the view or add tag. So if you click this option here, you'll be able to see any tags that have already been created, or you'll be able to make one. You just type in what you want the tag to be and press enter, and it makes a tag. And then you can make another tag and press enter, and it just makes another tag. If you don't want to save them, just shut the window. If you want to save them, then just press save. Tagging is very, very useful, and you should be thinking about tagging all the elements that you have, because if you end up having thousands of items in your asset store, it's going to be very, very difficult perhaps for you to find something that you made a couple of years ago. So if you do tag it intelligently, you might be able to more easily find things that you did in the past. There's also an option to log hours or points, so you could type in how many hours you spent on this particular asset, and how many minutes, or how many points you have derived to that particular one, and you could press save in there and it was logging in relation to this particular window or asset that you have open. There is a draggable option here to drag things up and down, but it only seems to change the height. And then the last option, other than being able to move it around the screen, is at the top. It's got some options here, so you could share what you had been working on immediately using the share with other people within the system. You'd be able to submit it, assuming that you had a workspace or some space that's been set up for you to submit it to. And you could add it to your blog, or any blog you had, or an activity log that you had that we'll talk about later. You can link another element in, and you can also print it, but once again, if everything being electronic, it would be best to stay away from printing if you can.